if you have digestive problems which involve issues with pain, excessive mucus production, blood in the stools, cramping, bloating, feeling of fullness, all that horrible yucky stuff that can happen, then you may be somebody who's been diagnosed with the condition of Irritable Bowel Syndrome, or what's known as IBS. This is extremely common. I see this in my Chinese medicine and acupuncture clinics quite often, and it's really distressing. It's distressing, it's depressing, it's difficult to deal with because it's often not diagnosed properly by the Western medicine profession, primarily because there are no real structural or anatomical changes in your digestive system which would indicate what's going on. So if you want an extra tool in your arsenal for dealing with irritable bowel syndrome, then you might find this video really helpful, because what I'm going to show you is a few Qigong tips which will help to ease those symptoms for you. My name is Janice Tucker and I'm a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine and medical Qigong. I'm also the founder of the Space to Relax program of online Qigong video lessons. And just before we get started, if you're watching this video on YouTube, then don't forget to hit the red subscribe button, and then you'll get regular videos from me, all the ones that I post on YouTube. And usually I would publish them maybe every 1 or 2 weeks. And you'll see also, once you subscribe to that channel, there are about 50 videos on there already, which will really help you. So what can cause irritable bowel syndrome? Firstly, from a Chinese medicine point of view, this is caused by a liver qi, what's called a liver qi disharmony. So the energy in your liver system becomes stagnant or becomes obstructed. Now, this can happen as a result of stress, of anger, of frustration, of being under pressure at work. Lots and lots of different things can affect this. And then the liver system is also kind of connected and relates to the spleen and the stomach system in Chinese medicine. And so it's almost like the liver kind of communicates with the spleen and the stomach and kind of beats it up and says, hey, there's something wrong with me, so there's going to be something wrong with you as well. And then causes a problem in that spleen and stomach area, which in Chinese medicine, govern the whole of digestion. This can then result in the symptoms that you may suffer, such as belching, nausea, bloating, pain, cramping, all of the kind of maybe diarrhea, constipation, the different kind of symptoms associated with irritable bowel syndrome. The second thing that can cause the IBS symptoms that you may experience is stuff to do with food. So food intolerances or food allergies, but they may not be identified as allergies as such. So certain foods can cause irritability in the digestive system, and I'll just read you a list of the most common ones here. So these could be triggers for you. So pay attention to what you're eating and see if you can link some of these foods to your symptoms. It may be that that's what's causing the problem for you to a large extent. So the first thing is eating too many cold, raw foods. So if you eat too much that's cold and raw, what it does is it kind of takes the energy out of your system, because your body has got to use energy to firstly heat it up to body temperature to do anything with it, but also work harder to digest that raw food. So it can actually cause a lack of energy in the whole digestive system, which if it's not functioning properly already, will just deplete it even more. The second thing is wheat and gluten. So a lot of you would know about that. If you have problems with IBS, you might be avoiding those things already. So they're well-known kind of inflammatory foods which can cause problems digestively. The third thing is cruciferous vegetables and legumes. So these can cause gas, they can cause bloating, especially if you're sensitive. So these will be things like broccoli and cabbage. So you may be thinking these are really good vegetables for you, but they don't suit everyone. So pay attention, as I said, to what you're eating and what symptoms follow for you. And the fourth thing would be dairy. So in Chinese medicine terms, dairy is what's called very kind of dampening or cloying, and it kind of clogs up the system a lot of the time. But also because of the lactose content, a lot of people are lactose intolerant, and you may not realize you have that going on, but that could be an issue for you as well. So the third main area which could cause problems would be the time and manner in which you eat. So in Chinese medicine, we have a branch of Chinese medicine called dietary therapy. And dietary therapy doesn't just involve what you eat, but it's the time and manner in which you eat the food. So things like eating on the run, eating in a hurry, eating standing up or in front of the TV or a screen, they're all really bad for you, because what they're doing is they're taking away, those other activities are taking away your energy or your qi from digestion. It's been diverted into these other activities. So your energy has not been fully immersed and put into the digestive function, so your digestion doesn't work as well. So it's very important when you're eating to eat in a calm way, in a calm environment, preferably without any screens or too much noise, and sit down to eat and allow yourself time afterwards to digest the food. So that's very important. A lot of us in kind of modern day living, we don't allow ourselves to eat in the right kind of environment to really maximize the function of our digestive system. So what are the solutions which will help you to minimize your symptoms of IBS? The first thing would be to practice some Qigong, because stress plays a big factor in creating and causing symptoms of IBS to be worse. And many of you, if you suffer with that, you will know that. And what Qigong does is it really helps to calm your mind and to reduce your stress levels. So anything that reduces stress, Qigong, meditation, relaxing music, anything like that would be really helpful for you. So by easing your stress, you're actually looking at the root cause and dealing with the root cause of this problem, which is a much more effective way to deal with your symptoms. And I'm just going to read you a little part of some research which was carried out here on using meditation to help with IBS symptoms. And this was carried out at the University of North Carolina. And they looked at using meditation and IBS. And this was in a group of women. And they found that in these women who practiced meditation, they had around a 38% reduction in their symptoms of IBS. And I'll put the link to the full article on that research so you can read a bit more about it in the text that's below this video. So any kind of meditation will focus on deep breathing and relaxation in order to calm your mind and reduce your stress levels. And that has to be a good thing for IBS. So there are two previous videos that I made which I'd like to refer you to, which specifically deal with stress. The first one is using Qigong abdominal or diaphragmatic breathing. So if you want to head over to the link that I'll place below this video, you can see the full lesson, the full information there. But basically what you're doing is breathing into your lower belly, and that expands as you breathe in, and then as you breathe out, the belly shrinks. And by getting this deeper breath, you're getting more oxygen into the whole abdominal area, the whole abdominal cavity. You're energizing that area much more, so you're really helping to improve the function of your digestive system. And the second video I'll refer you to is one for using Qigong meditation in order to reduce your stress. So again, you'll find the link there, but basically anything you can do to calm your mind would be of help. In addition to Qigong exercises, any other kinds of movement or exercise would be really helpful. And there's a really good one which you can use, which is just basically, you just place one hand on top of the other like this, and then you just place it on your lower abdomen. Oh, stand up, not sure if you can see me. Just placing it here and just massaging 9 times in one direction and then 9 times in the other direction. And just keep your mind, keep your breathing down there. So practicing your abdominal breathing as you do that, you'll find it really calming. And that little massage that you give yourself really helps to stimulate the organs in the abdomen and make sure that they're working at their maximum level of efficiency. And then going back to our causes of IBS there, those trigger foods that the 4 kind of groups that I listed there earlier, Try to avoid those if you can. Some of you will know already which foods trigger some kind of symptoms for you, so you'll be already on the case with that. And then the fourth thing is to eat in that calm, timely manner in a relaxing environment. So the time and manner of eating are just so important. There are also some other treatments that you can use that you may have already tried. For example, the use of a really good probiotic, taking that as a supplement can help. You can use herbal teas like fennel tea, peppermint tea. You might find some of those really helpful for the digestive system. And then also, as I said, I see lots of people who avail of acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine in my clinic. So if that's something you haven't tried before, then you might want to try that, because I've had quite good success rates myself. So if you have a practitioner in your area, then it might be worth trying some acupuncture or Chinese herbal medicine too. So as well as those tips that I've just given you, what can you do next? Firstly, I'd encourage you to head over to my homepage, which is spacetorelax.com, and there you'll see that you can sign up for a free 3-part video series of Qigong lessons, which will be delivered to your email over the course of a week. So you'll learn a lot more about the abdominal breathing there, and then a couple of other really useful exercises too. And from there, you'll see that from my emails that you can actually join a paid membership site, which is 50 video lessons that I offer you. And really from that, you can take your Qigong practice to a whole other level. And there are specific health enhancing exercises in that program, and there are some really good ones for digestive function, for really helping to rebalance the whole of the digestive system. So those methods would be in the paid program if you decide that Qigong really suits you, you like doing it, and you'd like to take your practice to a whole other level. The second thing you can do is join my free Facebook group, which is called Space to Relax Free Qigong Group. And there you'll see I post regular articles and information about Qigong, meditation, mindfulness, and lots of stress relieving activities. And you can also ask me any questions in that group. I'm in there most days, so I'll answer those questions for you as they come up. And the third thing you can do is, don't forget, if you're on YouTube, to hit that red subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future health enhancing videos from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your comments. Tell me what you do. Write to me in the comments box and tell me what you do to help relieve your symptoms of digestive problems or IBS, because then we can all share them together. If you've got any great tips, then hopefully everybody else can benefit from them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.